June 10. In 1776, the Continental Congress authorized Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and others to draft a Declaration of Independence from Britain. On this day in 1922, a star was born into a vaudeville family in Minnesota. Widow Frances Gunn would later shine bright in Hollywood as Judy Garland. In 1967, the Six-Day War ended when Israel and Syria agreed to abide by a UN-directed ceasefire. And on this date in 1752, Ben Franklin used a kite and a metal key to electrify one of America's favorite legends. Up to 1 billion volts threatened Franklin's 46-year-old heart, and the shock was worth it. He finally proved his theory that lightning is electricity. And that's this day in history.
Asia. Bringing you among announcements. Today begin this news. Today is Tuesday, June 10th, B-Day. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the DMS Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, and I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community. Please be seated.
And now here's a math question for the day. What kind of transformation is shown in a pair of butterfly wings? Be sure your math teacher know if you can solve it. And now here's the word of the day.
The word of the day is dearth. Unfortunately, there was a dearth of fresh blueberries at the market today, so we will have to make apple pie instead. Again, the word of the day is dearth.
Let's get checking the weather from Jasper.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. Today is going to be mostly cloudy, a slight chance of showers this morning, then scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs in the mid-80s, southeast winds around 5 miles per hour, the chance of rain at 30%. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jasper.
Student service learning hours. If you want to get credit for any service learning hours you may have completed this year, you must complete a student service learning reflection form and submit it to Ms. Parsons by Friday, June 13th. Forms are available at the guidance office.
Yearbooks are back on sale. Did you miss ordering a yearbook? A limited number of yearbooks will be available for direct purchase. When? The last weeks of school and while supplies last. Where? In the cafeteria during your lunch period or in Mrs. Law's room. How much? $30 for a softcover and $35 for a hardcover. Cash only.
Help DMS win $4,000. Recruit local community groups and businesses to spend 15 minutes cleaning up litter in the Dundalk community on behalf of DMS. The school with the most volunteers wins $4,000 towards environmental and STEM activities. See Ms. Unkoff or Mr. Millett for details. And now for some words of wisdom.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Anastasia with a few words of wisdom. When you were little, did you ever run just for the sake of running? Not to win a race, but just to run, to let your feet fly, to pump your arms and legs and breathe hard? It felt good, didn't it? That's really what athletics is all about. It's not just about winning or about being the best. It's about getting into action, challenging yourself. And yes, it's fun to compete and win trophies and ribbons, but feeling a sense of accomplishment and purpose is really more important. This summer vacation, get your body moving, keep active, get out and run just for the sake of running. And remember this Bulgarian wisdom: from walking, something; from sitting, nothing. Nothing good is going to come from just sitting around all summer. Get out, walk and jog and swim and run, just for the fun of it. There's something about this adage, make a great day or not, the choice is yours.
And now here's Mr. Barish.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. Everyone's back and better than ever. I want to remind students during this final week of school that the focus is still on high expectations for learning and achievement in the classroom. I know some of you are still taking finals or getting ready to conclude your finals, so I want to wish all the students who still have finals to make sure you showcase everything that you learned during the course of this year, and you will be successful. again, you will do a great job. I also want to remind students about our expectation. I know yesterday in homeroom, and some of you at the end of last week received book bags with summer readings in there. Again, I want to remind all students of our expectation that all book bags are to remain in your locker. Again, all book bags are not to be securing books, but for the safety and security of every student and staff member in this building, all book bags and knapsacks need to be locked in lockers. Also reminding all students that electronic devices and those famous earbuds need to be out of sight during the school day. Students, I promise you, during the course of the summer, you can listen to your music and have your earbuds dangling from your shirts all summer long. But at school, we want to still focus on the high expectations of learning and demonstrating excellent, not good, but excellent behavior at Dundalk Middle School and in the community. I wanted to remind staff that, again, everyone has received their BCPS 1 card. I'm wearing it with pride over here. A reminder that you also are receiving a 1 card form that needs to be completed and filled out and then turned in to Ms. Paula. You do not need to send it into safety and security. We're going to streamline that process for you and just complete the form. And also, teachers, do not worry about checking off anything regarding our card reader system, because right now we have one, but it's not activated because of our renovation that we're going to be going through. So just make sure you fill out the form, sign it, and give it back to Miss Paula. If there's an issue with your card, please let Miss Paula know or let me know, and we'll make sure we get you a different card. Again, the card is for teachers and paraeducators, clericals, and support staff. What I also want to share with students is the importance of coming to school, even in the last week of school, every day, demonstrating a positive attitude and still applying yourself. And as part of Team DMS, we'll do whatever it takes to make sure you're inspired and prepared to be a globally competitive graduate. I also want to remind students the importance of demonstrating, as I said before, excellent behavior. But I want to reiterate that because there have been a couple children whose school year has already ended. And I do not want to see any 6th, 7th, or especially 8th grade students as we approach our end of the year picnic and farewell to lose those privileges, because again, students, they are not requirements, they are privileges. And I don't want to see anyone miss that wonderful experience because of a poor choice in decision. You owe it to yourself, your great students, to make the right choice. Again, there have been a few students who have not made good choices, and their school year, unfortunately for them, has ended. But again, I need to make sure that we are all committed to doing the right thing and all learning in a safe and secure environment. So students, I'm making sure to tell you and reminding you of that expectation. Do the right thing and end the year on a positive note. We have future leaders in this building and future leaders in society. Let's do a great job, DMS.
This is Isaiah.
Anastasia.
Reminding you to stay classy down middle school.